Glad to be back in Sofia.
Yeah, we're excited to explore it. We're doing several days this time. So.
Yeah, it's nice here. I was really excited last time we were here. It was only for a couple days, so being here for 10 days is going to be nice. Really give it a test drive.
Welcome to Bulgaria.
In today's video, we're going to visit a couple restaurants in Sofia. We're going to show you some parks. We're going to share with you our Airbnb, since we always try to share our expenses with you. We'll take a look at some menus as well. And we're also going to take you on a road trip real quickly to Veliko Tarnovo, that's up the road about 3 hours each way, so that we can take care of our car expenses, car insurance, the annual inspection, and you're going to come along with us on that. So buckle up, let's go. Okay everybody, so we are in Sofia, Bulgaria, and this is our Airbnb for the next 10 days. We're going to come on in through the main door. We have a little courtyard out in the front area, and we come in, first door on the right, and the girls are already in here, excited. And so this is a 1-bedroom. So we've got, it looks like a very nice bed, has a wardrobe area, chair over in the corner. Coming out this direction, we've got a living room, L-shaped couch, got a TV. There's storage over in that corner as well. And this is the view of the courtyard from up here. And as we come across this direction, we have the bathroom. And good sized shower area, so it won't be cramped. Into the kitchen. We have the refrigerator, stove, oven, and it's a 2-burner stove. And then in the back here we have a courtyard, and we have furniture back here as well, and this is for us to use. And so we have a place for the dogs to easily come. Now, one thing we don't have that we normally require is a washing machine and washer. So for 10 days we'll be taking our laundry to a laundry service. But this is home. Once we got settled in, we went 10 minutes down the road to the pedestrian zone to see if we could find a restaurant. But we found this first. We find it very charming when we can get a taste of the culture and feel like we're part of an experience. So we sat here and appreciated the moment for a while before we continued our hunt for our first restaurant. For those of you that are new to our channel, we're not your typical tourists. We slow travel. We try to see what it's like to actually live somewhere, and we're trying to share our experiences and our expenses with you. And we sometimes do the tourist stuff, but oftentimes we want to inform. So we found a restaurant called El Shad, and we went here several times while we were here because we really were impressed with the food. So let's check out what was on the menu. And when we show you the menu of a restaurant, feel free to fast forward if you have no interest, but otherwise pause, zoom in, and we want to share the prices of what a typical restaurant might be like when we visit somewhere and you may order something that we don't. So currently, when we're looking at exchange rates, the US dollar is equal to 1.87 lev. The euro is equal to 1.95 lev. And the British pound is equal to 2.25 lev. We found this restaurant to be representative of a mid-range type restaurant. So if you were to go out in a typical restaurant in the Sofia, Bulgaria area, this would be about right. Look at the salad. Avocado, spinach, tomatoes, mozzarella. That's huge. That's a big... Yeah, Julie chose it. But yeah, beautiful. And look at that pizza. On this particular night, it felt like a car show. Anybody that had a nice car, if it was a Ferrari, a Lamborghini, a Maserati, Corvette, they were showing it off here on this street this night. Okay, so we go to 3118 with a 4 tip for a total of 3518. We've looked at other people's cars. Let's take a look at ours now. Why did we come back to Veliko Tarnovo, honey?
We have to do our annual MOT, which is our vehicle inspection, and we have to get the insurance renewed this year.
Okay. So once a year, back to Bulgaria at the very minimum. If you're new to our channel, Julie and I, we're traveling the world with our 2 dogs, and one of the smartest things we've done is we bought a car, Abby, here our Citroen Berlingo. Abby's short for the Abyss because of the great storage room, but we drive all around Europe with Abby, and we're able to do that because we opened a corporation in Bulgaria, which allows us as officers of the corporation to drive our car as Americans. We did a video on this topic if you want to check it out. So we returned to Veliko Tarnovo, where our corporation is based out of, and where our attorney is, to get this inspection done. The process for the annual inspection, getting our taxes paid, and our insurance renewed was not hard, but Dimitar volunteered to take us by the hand and make it all happen. Okay, so we just did the MOT inspection for this next year, and it's 45 lev, Bulgarian lev, and we also bought a fire extinguisher here to have in the car, and that was 25 lev to have a certified fire extinguisher, which we just found out we were supposed to have had the whole time, but we're adding it now.
So Dimitar helped us get our insurance, and it's 280 Bulgarian lev, which is approximately 152 US.
That's for the year.
Yes.
$307 to keep a car on the road for a whole year. That's $25 a month. That's taxes, insurance, the whole thing. So I think that's a great deal. So now we're going to head back into Sofia, Bulgaria, and explore this city a bit more. Let's start with the beautiful parks that are part of the Sofia, Bulgaria landscape. They've really given a lot of thought at providing a lot of green space. And when we're looking for our Airbnb and where we're going to stay, we're always looking for that green space for our girls. We find that there's quite a few pet lovers in the area as well. They even have the vending machines that we've seen in Turkey where you can provide food and water to strays. Fortunately, we didn't see a whole lot of strays in the area. So far, I'm pretty happy that we've come back to Sofia. The pedestrian zone here, we didn't get to see last time, and we never saw these parks. And the parks are just awesome here for walking, hiking, strolling, and there's miles and miles and miles of trail. I think if we stayed here a month, I don't know if I would have zigzagged through all of these trails, but you know, we're putting in some serious steps as we explore. And there's a dog park right here inside of this large park. Always great to have a place for dogs to run free, huh, Arya? Well, we're just hitting the tip of the iceberg about this being a great place for dogs. So Julie and I are just loving how the city of Sofia just comes out at night and enjoys hanging out here at the park, and you've got dogs playing out here, and it's just full of life. And I can't think of anywhere in the US that has this type of culture where you can just go out and hang out in a park and the whole city comes out and just hangs out. If you know of any, leave a comment down below. As the night went on, we found out this was the best place to meet people and for our pets to meet other pets. We just congregated down below this "Do not enter for dogs" sign, and boom, here's the dogs. We loved it. Every night, it was like a puppy festival in this park. Our dogs had the time of their life. They got a chance to socialize. And for those of you that aren't familiar with Arya's story, she's from a shelter in Ecuador, and she always had a little bit of PTSD with new dogs coming up to her, and her being out in this type of element was fantastic for her to get used to being around dogs she didn't know and not feel as though she was about to be attacked and intimidated by them. And she kind of got a chance to learn how dogs are supposed to play. So this was almost a therapy session for our little Arya, And I think it will have a long, profound effect on how she views other dogs and how she should react. And if you've been following us, you know that Arya's always been great with people. And so hopefully she'll be great with dogs now. And at this park, Arya got to meet another dog named Arya. And we had a lot of people tell us that our dog's name was Daisy. And we found out that Arya had a doppelganger in this park named Daisy. A striking resemblance between the two dogs. Not only did Arya make friends, we made friends as well. Let me get up.
Daisy!
There's Daisy.
Give her one pat and suddenly she thinks that she deserves it.
And there's Arya and Daisy. They're twins.
Daisy, come here. Come here.
Well, Arya was rescued from Ecuador and Daisy was rescued from Australia. We had a friend said maybe they have the same father. Who knows? It sounds like a plausible theory though. They could have a world-traveling father for these two world-traveling dogs. So we got to meet parents of these dogs and we got to have great social hours out here at night, hanging out with the dogs and the pet parents. I feel strongly that if we chose to actually live in Bulgaria and live in Sofia, this would have been one of the easiest places we would have ever encountered to be able to make long-lasting friendships and to really fit in and become part of the community and to just meet people so easily. So, is Bulgaria livable for us as pet parents? It's a definite thumbs up. So as we were at the park, I saw this large group of expats rushing in to become residents of Bulgaria. Just kidding, but we do have a residency video, so check that out.
Fun for the oceans.
Well, the park is obviously safe when the sun's up, but look at when it's nighttime. The park has got a great vibe, and honestly, you can come out here at midnight, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, and you'll see kids and families still out really late at night here, and it's got a very safe vibe to it. So if you're in the Sofia area, I think you'd feel pretty comfortable coming out in the evenings, whether you're by yourself or with a group of friends. Our visit coincided with a national holiday that celebrated the invention of the Cyrillic alphabet. Most of us use the Latin alphabet, and in this country they want to celebrate the Cyrillic alphabet that they use, and they try to keep it alive by having this holiday. And they've got book fairs, and they have a lot of publishers coming out and selling actual physical books. It kind of reminded me of being back in the 1990s and the early 2000s when people were doing a lot more reading on books instead of on Kindles and electronic means. Yes, we still have bookstores in the West and in the United States, but there's definitely a lot more books and bookstores in Eastern Europe and in Bulgaria than what you would see on a per capita basis in the United States. So books are still alive and well apparently in Bulgaria, and they take a lot of pride in this alphabet. Now I do want to remind everybody that, Julie and I, we're expats. We retired early to travel the world and see what it's like to live in different countries, different places, cities, and locations. And so we're trying to share our experiences and expenses with you to let you see what it's like to live somewhere, not just go and do the tourist things. Now we do tourist stuff, and in a video coming up I'm going to do the tourist places in Sofia and give you a lot more history. But we want to let you know, as an expat, or if you're going to retire somewhere, or if you're a nomad, what to expect when you show up and what kind of experience you might have. So we hope that you're going to subscribe and that you'll give this video a like. As Julie and I travel, we do have medical coverage on us as we do travel from country to country, and it's through I Am Global. Now I do have a link in the video description for I Am Global. So if you're an expat, if you're an employer with employees overseas, if you're a nomad, if you're a missionary, or just a person on a travel or vacation, there's different policies for people of different ages, and if you're taking a long-term vacation or a permanent nomad experience, there's going to be a program and policy for you. So please check it out. And again, if you do use one of the links in the video description, I will receive a commission. If you can't find the link for some reason, feel free to email me at warrenjulietravel@gmail.com, and I'll be glad to send the link over to you directly. Thank you. So Julie and I found this little restaurant. It's called BG Wine Restaurant behind us, and we've been there now a couple times. The food's really good.
It is very good.
And if you're here in Sofia and you're not going here, you're missing out. We found this place by accident and by necessity. That beetroot salad. Julie's got another type of salad over there. Looks beautiful. Some
It's
cheese.
the Bulgarian salad.
Bulgarian. And I've got my glass of wine here. We ran in here because it's raining, and decided to get some dinner here at this wine restaurant, and I think we're going to be glad we did. This is the chicken caprese plate here with vegetables, salad, and caprese cheese, or mozzarella cheese with the chicken and tomato. So the food was so good, we decided to split a piece of this French cake, French country cake with walnuts, but the food here has just been fantastic. So our total was 43.50 lev, which is about $23.20. After leaving a tip, it was probably around $26 because we normally leave about a 10% tip. We found this place, and it's right off of the pedestrian zone, not on the pedestrian zone, and it's only like about 30-40 meters off. So find this place. We found it by accident. It was raining and we needed to get out of the rain, and we stumbled on in since we didn't have our umbrellas. So we are going to be back in Sofia to do another video about the history, some of the museums, and things to check out in the city, and we'll also give you some more expense information of what we're encountering. So we hope that you're going to subscribe and give this video a like. And as a reminder, Julie and I, we're traveling with our two dogs, trying to see what it's like to live in different places, different cities, different countries, and we're trying to share our experiences and expenses with you. So please follow along, and until next time, have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.